We begin tonight with a heartbreaking tragedy. A 4-year-old boy found dead in his Detroit home this morning.
The question now is how. His mother reportedly gave him cough syrup before bed. Could that have been a factor?
7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig with the story from the family's house on the city's west side.
Detroit police say this all started around 10 o'clock this morning when the parents of a 4-year-old boy rushed him to the hospital and he was dead on arrival. When they couldn't wake their 4-year-old son up, Kamika and DeAndre Anderson rushed him to the hospital, but there was nothing doctors could do. A source says it's believed the little boy had already been dead for 8 hours. At the family's house on Mark Twain near Elmira on the city's west side is where Detroit police began their investigation into finding out what caused the little boy's death. And while there may be nothing to suggest foul play, it's homicide investigators who still handle tragedies like this one. What we do know from a source is that last night the Anderson son reportedly had an ear infection and a slight fever. His mom gave him some cough medicine, and this morning when his siblings woke up and started playing, he was still asleep, or so the Andersons thought. We're told he was laying on the floor, and when they did try to wake him up, they couldn't. That's when they rushed him to the hospital, and that's where a doctor reportedly determined that the Andersons' 4-year-old son had already been dead for about 8 hours. We may not know exactly what took the life of this little boy until after an autopsy is completed. In Detroit, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.